Students, will be starting with the new chapter. Chapter number 2 is matter around us pure. Okay. Now, for a common person, pure means having no adulteration, so no mixing. But for scientists, okay, all these things are actually mixtures. They are not pure. Okay. So, for us, for example, for scientists, milk is actually a mixture of water, fat, and proteins. Okay, when a scientist says that something is pure, it means all the constituent particles of that substance are of same chemical nature. Now if you see, water is of different chemical nature, fat is of different chemical nature, proteins are of different chemical nature. So even if a common person considers milk as a pure substance, for science or a scientist, it is a mixture of all these things which are different in composition. So it is not a pure substance. A pure substance consists of a single type of particles. Okay. So let us see what is a mixture. Okay. Now, seawater, mineral soils, all these are mixtures of two or more pure components. Each particle or each component is pure. For example, water. Water is pure component. Similarly, fat is a pure component. Protein is a pure component, but they are all different and they should be same for a pure substance. If they are different, then it becomes a mixture. So a mixture consists of more than one kind of pure matter. Okay, a mixture is a it consists of more than one pure kind of matter. So for example, milk. Now milk is a mixture. Okay, but if you want to have a pure substance, okay, now for example, sugar is a substance which contains only one type of pure matter, same throughout. So sugar is a pure substance, it is not a mixture. Okay, now example, sodium chloride, salt. It is also once again a pure substance, it cannot be separated by the physical process. But if you take salt solution, you will have water and sodium chloride, so it again becomes a mixture because there are two different pure substances. Okay, so let us see types of mixture. Depending on the nature of the components of the mixture, we have different type of mixtures. For that, first you have to just quickly go through the activity 2.1. Now there are four groups. Now suppose the group A takes a beaker of 50 ml water and a spatula full of copper sulfate. Group B takes 50 ml of water, 2 spatula full of copper sulfate. C and D take different amounts of copper sulfate, potassium permanganate or salt. So C and D groups are mixing 1, 2 and 3 or 1, 2, while A and B are only taking copper sulfate powder. Okay, understand this very properly. So the groups A and B, okay, the mixture has got uniform composition only of copper sulfate and water. Such mixtures are known as homogeneous mixtures. They are mixtures because two different compositions are there, copper sulfate and water, but they are homogeneous throughout. You have got these two things. Okay, while if you see group C and D, okay, now group C and D is not homogeneous because you have got copper sulfate, you have got potassium permanganate or you have got salt. Okay, so examples like salt dissolved in water, sugar dissolved in water. Okay, all these are homogeneous substances. Okay, so homogeneous mixture can have variable composition, but they will be same throughout. Now for example, if you have got group C and D, okay, now in group C and D you have got two non-uniform compositions. Okay, because it has got copper sulfate, then it has got potassium permanganate, and it has got salt also. Okay, so such mixtures are known as heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, now mixtures of sodium chloride and iron fillings or salt, sulfur, oil, water, they are all heterogeneous mixtures because in that mixture you can see these compositions are separate, they are not properly mixed throughout. Okay, now there is another activity, activity 2.2. Here you have got group A with few crystals of copper sulfate solution. Okay, group B with copper sulfate, okay, one spatula full. Group C with chalk powder or wheat flour, and group D with few drops of milk or ink. Okay, now if you see all these solutions in that, this is a homogeneous solution of group A. Even group B is homogeneous solution, but if you see C, it's a heterogeneous solution, the chalk powder or wheat flour. If you dissolve it in water, you will have, it will not be properly dissolved, so it is a heterogeneous solution, okay, where the mixture is not proper, so it is known as suspension. Similarly, drops of milk with ink, or ink with water, or milk with water, again it is an heterogeneous mixture, and it's an example of a colloidal solution. What is a solution, what is a suspension, what is a colloidal solution? We will see this one by one in this same chapter in detail. Okay, thank you.